a
Seen
Hall of
that happen
Famer?
before. Yeah, I think so. He was, I don't know, he was on track to be one of the greatest players ever, in my opinion.
Who's
This game
that?
is get after quick.
Is that Stacey Ogman?
I don't know. It's hard to read the numbers in this old grainy footage. Is he a lefty that just hit that?
I didn't see it.
You got Larry Johnson. Don't think they got Greg Anthony. Here, I'm going to look this up. So we got to do a little bit of
Anderson Hunt, Larry Johnson. Ooh, Leitner just gunning. Yeah, so Grant Hill came in, two-time NCAA All-Attorney, two-time consensus All-American, high school parade All-American, 94 ACC Player of the Year, three-time All-ACC. He was at Duke for 3 years.
Yeah.
That would never happen now.
Yeah. He was so good.
I was watching that 92 game with Eli, and we were talking about Bobby Hurley. And I was just like, Eli, you could be like Bobby Hurley. We've been working.
Who's the guy they have as his assistant coach now? Wojciechowski. Remember watching him?
Yeah.
Like,
no, he's not a. He's the head coach at
Marquette, isn't it? Yeah. He's like the most normal athlete ever. He was tough.
It just doesn't happen anymore, does it?
No. I don't know. He was pretty tough-minded. There's just something. One of those guys, just something special about him. Just got it done.
And that is to have Anderson Hunt with dribble penetration instead of staying out in his area. That's Anthony's job.
7-3.
The defensive strategy.
They don't
have to play perimeter defense. He's capable of doing that. But
I mean, you got a guy like Leitner. What was Leitner? 6'10"?
Yeah. At least.
How is it that Leitner wasn't a good pro? Like, what happened to him?
Just not an NBA athlete. I think he was better than people remember. I just think, he didn't dominate. And didn't he play for like the Dallas Mavericks, who at the time were they were one of the worst franchises, and he was just, he's a solid starter for a lot of years, but I think
two-time All-American, Woodman Award winner, Rupp winner, ACC Player of the Year, 92.
So a little background on this game. So the year before, 1990, UNLV beat Duke in the national championship by 30.
Oh.
So it was, 103-73. Oh,
ooh.
Wow.
He just got crossed up, man.
He tripped him.
He slaps the floor like, whoa. I mean, what is Bobby Hurley? Like, how big is that guy?
Wow, 6 foot.
You're being nice. He looks small. Yeah, it says Christian Leitner, 6'11". I mean, could you imagine having Christian Leitner on your team? What if Chaz became a 6'11" guy?
6'11"?
What is he now, 6'6"?
Yeah, he's about 6'7", actually. He's taller than me. I'm 6'6".
He does have a long neck, I've noticed that.
He's a little sensitive about that. You might want.
Is he?
Oh, he's not too bad. The guy's just teasing about that a little bit.
Well, it helps him.
Yeah.
It's not even about necessarily the height. It's the length that you get when you're that tall.
Yeah, it really is. That's why that other kid I have, Ty, number 5, he's got like a 6'9" wingspan already. He's going to be tough. Good athlete. It's interesting. watching these teams just kind of go at it.
You can feel the intensity.
Yeah.
Did they just none of them tuck their jerseys in? They're just like we don't.
I noticed that too.
He's a guy that loves to referee while he plays. As a matter of fact, his own teammates this year had to have a talk.
So Bobby Hurley was quote unquote 6 feet, 165 pounds, sweating.
The foul went against Leitner. Not a bad foul. You put Ackles on the line.
It'd be so cool. Like, I wonder how good was he in high school?
Bobby Hurley?
Yeah.
Wasn't his dad like a legendary high school coach?
I have one of his coaching videos.
Yeah, I imagine that he was really good. Just way smarter, just tougher.
It's not unusual because he's only shooting 59% on the year.
The game has developed quite a bit. You know, kids have a lot of skills that your average kid didn't have back then either. You know.
So what are they doing here? They're just running a 4 out, 1 in. Leitner out, stretch 4. Let's go.
Ackles got away with a pretty good bump there.
These teams just let it fire though. UNLV is about one pass and a shot every trip down.
I like that. I like that version of basketball. Except for in the fourth
It
quarter
doesn't
of a
go in.
championship. Well, it's true. Like if you don't have a good ball club, it's probably
See, that's
not
an
the best
old
idea.
school pull-up jumper. You see how he's leaning forward on that? Like
Yeah,
you
like
don't see that.
16-footer.
Yeah. You put your hands above your head and just jump forward. It's like nobody shoots that anymore.
I actually tell my guys not to shoot mid-range jumpers.
Yeah. There's another mid-range.
Percentages he's talking about.
Help out on the Johnson situation. You can see Mike Krzyzewski going with substitutes. I guarantee you one of them will be.
So Grant Hill, what is he, a freshman here?
No, he's got to be a sophomore, right?
Right under the cylinder. Greg Anthony comes out with it. And he'll turn that shoulder looking.
Do a little research.
That's a jump.
Possession arrow belongs to the Rebels. Excellent play by Kubek to help out.
Greg Kubek.
Well, if anyone wondered, if Duke can play with you.
He only played 22 minutes in this game. He went 1
You know
for
what?
6.
You're right. This is Grant Hill's freshman year.
Hi, I'm Rex.
I'm looking at the 1990. Did you get an ad?
Yep. Skip the ad in 3.
Now, have you ever
Just a
wondered
second.
how to
3,
invest in this
2,
revolutionary
1,
technology?
Go.
Back at the Hoosier Dome where the defending champions are trailing for only the 4th
Yeah, so
year, during that
Grant
last
Hill
time
didn't play in the 1990
what are we
game,
doing?
so
What
he's a
are we doing?
freshman.
We're playing like we're afraid of them. He said, get a body on him, get tough, and take the first good shot.
So this UNLV team
Well, that's not a great play by the Rebels, but a nice save.
was 35-1. So this is their only loss.
So they came in undefeated.
Undefeated. Is this just the Final Four? This isn't the championship, right?
Yeah, this is the this national semifinals. I think they played Kansas. Or did they? North Carolina was on the other side. That would have been crazy. I wonder who they did play the next game. Yeah, they didn't lose any games the whole year.
I put an asterisk behind the win. He may need the asterisk today. Davis traveling.
2 number 1 seeds here. Duke was 32-7. They finished the season ranked number
So look at
6.
that. Kansas beat North Carolina by 6. You can see it right there. So they played Kansas the next game. Who would have been at Kansas in 1991?
It's funny that you asked.
You looking that up?
They had Steve Woodbury, Mark Randall,
Not recognizing any of these names.
Adonis Jordan.
Nope.
Terry Brown. I don't know any of these guys.
So that was Roy Williams, wasn't it? Coaching that team.
It was his third season. They went 27-8, finished the season number 12 in the country. They were number 2 in the Big Eight at that time, behind Oklahoma State.
Very close to one another.
They have 2 guys that went to the NBA, Mark Randall and Adonis Jordan.
So their run to this is Kansas. They beat New Orleans, Pitt, Indiana, Arkansas, North Carolina, and then they lost to Duke in the championship.
How much did they lose by?
The championship was 65-72, so they lost by 7.
Yeah. So basically, everyone knew this was championship game. It doesn't sound like this is your typical Kansas team that we think of nowadays. UNLV's defending national champion. They beat Duke the year before in the championship. You've got Christian Leitner. Ooh, turnover there.
I mean, the athleticism out of this UNLV team is just bursting, and that guy just shooting. Look at the length.
Yeah.
They're just fun to watch, though.
Yeah. Back in it.
We were in trouble anyway, and so far George Ackles has come to the front. His substitute, however, sitting on the bench right now.
So this is Duke's 4th straight appearance in the Final Four. 88-91.
Ackles takes it away. Johnson made the play. Duke unable to do anything against the Amoeba so far. Larry Johnson fakes.
They didn't go. They didn't go back to it in '92 with Grant Hill.
I don't think so. Let's see.
And of course, Mike Krzyzewski wanted an offensive charge on that.
No, they went to
Kubek's back in, Billy, for
92's the year they beat Kentucky.
Yeah, that was an Elite 8 game, wasn't it?
2 pretty good three-point shooters to try to go ahead and extend this defense out a little bit. Davis, as you know, not a good three-point shooter. Billy McCaffrey. Good skip pass.
Oh, that was a nice little finish.
Had the spin on it, didn't he?
Did a little jelly on that one, right?
What do you like about these old school uniforms? They're both the same. I noticed Kentucky's were the same too. If you look at them, they're the exact same. They're just different
It's
colors.
back in the day when you had like 2 options for your uniform, and then you had to just choose your colors.
Well, those Duke uniforms it's interesting. Newport, where I went to high school, the middle school used to be the Cardinals, and they were red and white. But the high school was navy blue and white with a little bit of red. And it's like, why would you do that? Why would you go red for the middle school when you're going to go blue for the high school? Makes no sense. But we had the same exact uniforms right there. And they were super high, like up to mid-thigh. But anyways, I've been doing school with Eli, my son, 5 years old. Today, we had PE, and he was so mad. And basically, we watched the ball handling and the dribbling Pistol Pete videos. And we'd literally just go through them, and he has this little mini ball, and we just did all the drills.
He was hating it?
Yeah, there was probably, I don't know, I'd say no less. Ooh! There's no less than 20 times where he, ran to the couch crying, comes back, and Katie's like, you need to let him stop. I'm like, I'm not. We let him watch hours and hours of movies. He plays hours and hours of video games. Like, he can do this. And he finally got done with it. He was doing he would dribble during my practices this year, but he wasn't very good at between the legs or anything. So we did a lot of around the world, behind his head, around the waist, and then we did the V dribble. But the last thing we did was you throw it from one side to the other between the legs, and he'd have to catch it and bring it back to his hand.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he was just weeping, kind of. But he finally got done with it, and when he was done, he's really happy that he did it.
Yeah.
I was like, I told you, dude, you just got to persevere. But
yeah, it's a struggle to get my son to do basketball as well.
I'm probably a little like, I just know that right now he probably doesn't want to do it, but like when he's 8 and he's dribbling the ball with both hands and making jump shots, he's going to be happy that he did it. I'm not pushing him to the point where like I'm not making him feel bad. He's just getting mad because he tries to do something and he can't do it.
Yeah.
And so he just gets frustrated and then he wants to quit and I don't let him. But
Yeah.
I'm not like getting mad at him or anything. Ooh, man, these guys are just
gunning.
Just burning the net. I mean, it's crazy. Like
Little 2-3 zone they've been playing here for a while.
It's an amoeba, isn't it? Or is it the?
I think it's just kind of 2-3, just matchup.
See that play right there? Do you see that play?
You think that's not a foul?
That is not. How is it a foul? He didn't even touch him. He just went around him and hit the ball. I don't understand how every ref in the whole country calls that. I mean, right now even it's like that. How?
Yeah.
If he doesn't touch him, or he doesn't grab him, how is it a foul?
I can see your point. Ogman couldn't use the right.
Greg Anthony, man.
That's crazy. His kid is playing in college this year.
He's pretty good, too. Well,
Yeah.
this is, what, 30 years ago?
Yep. 29.
I was just thinking about that today. Like, Eli's going to be 6 in June, late June.
How's that not a foul? They're just putting it up. And then 2 guys go after it every time.
Grandmama right there, baby.
Yeah. 9 offensive rebounds. 14 second chance points.
I'm just calling a timeout and yelling at my guys. You gotta get a body on somebody.
Don't you feel like it's a lot more coach centric now though? Like they haven't shown one shot of Coach K yet, have they?
Well, not only that, but there's not as many timeouts. There's not as many reviews. There's not as many commercials.
It's just going up and down, just playing. Oh, there it is. Here's your shot.
Getting offensive rebounds and penetrating, so nobody's back on defense. And Duke has
That's a great pass.
as they did right there for that play. You like that pass, didn't you? Excellent.
Did Bobby Hurley play in the NBA?
He had to have been drafted.
Larry Johnson on the far side. They go in to Spencer. Lefty shot way off the bar.
They either shoot it or just chuck it in there. Just
Hurley was
throw it up and go after it.
Hurley was selected, this is Wikipedia, by the Sacramento Kings as the 7th pick in the 93 draft. He signed a shoe contract with a new shoe company, ITZ, in the Zone, which was sold at Foot Locker exclusively. On December 12th, 93, while Hurley was returning home following a game in his rookie season, he was involved in a car accident. His SUV was broadsided by a station wagon. Hurley was not wearing a seatbelt, was thrown from his vehicle, and suffered severe life-threatening injuries. King's teammate Mike Peplowski was driving 5 minutes behind Hurley and was among the first on the scene to render immediate aid. Hurley returned to the NBA for the 94-95 season and played 4 more years beyond that. After retiring, Hurley became a thoroughbred racehorse owner and breeder.
What? Now he's a coach at Arizona State.
Yeah. Hurley appeared in the 94 feature film Blue Chips, where he played the Indiana team under Bobby Knight.
Dude, we need to watch Blue Chips on here and just commentate on that while it's going.
Rewatchable.
Yeah.
That's what they call them. We'd have to come up with our own name.
Ooh, look at that.
What did Colin say? Because I know he knew that he was honorable mention, but when he got bumped up to the 3rd team.
He said that was cool. He thought he was honorable mention. I said, there's some kind of mix-up or something like that. I said, yeah, Eddie just screwed it up.
Exactly.
No, he said that's cool.
And back to the zone goes UNLV.
So he was only the head coach at Buffalo for 2 years. He went 19-10 and then 23-10, where he got his team to the national tournament. And then he jumped ship.
Ooh, that was nice. You see that?
Little reverse.
No, it was just a little finger roll.
Is that Ogman?
I'm not sure. He shot it right-handed, and Ogman's left-handed, so I don't know.
How do you feel if you're Arizona State 20-11 and the NCAA Division I is canceled? The tournament was canceled. What a weird view there.
Why don't they do this? Why don't they pick 8 teams after this is all over and just play it in June?
Well, yeah, you could just play it in like a high school gym. Just make sure everybody that's involved, the refs, everybody, just doesn't have the coronavirus. I mean, what do you think about this?
Oh, wow, they're just letting it fly.
I love this. This is way more entertaining than the old school.
And the defense stays in the zone.
It's a smart deal. Is that really a foul?
I didn't catch it.
He hit the back of the ball.
He's being matched up by 2 very good centers and still putting on a terrific show. Splitting of the seam with the pass. Christian Laettner goes up, realizing no chance putting it on the board. Go for the dunk, and still scores.
Oh, yeah, he whacked him pretty good.
Larry Johnson.
You just talked about Ogman and Johnson being first.
What about Jerry Tarkanian? Like, what happened with him?
He's just kind of old in 1991, so I think probably just...
We finished at Fresno State.
Yeah. Well, didn't they have a bunch of recruiting violations after this year?
Yeah.
And then he kind of had to go somewhere else, and then... Ooh, old school
I like
commercials. Oh no. How far have the graphics come since 1991?
But I like this. Gillette's still throwing money at the sponsorships. I like that.
Yeah.
These old school courts where they just throw like a little decal on the baseline. We're good. Don't you think that they should paint the Pendleton Convention store? I mean, just so it doesn't say Phoenix Suns. Like, why don't you?
Well, I think they need to ask the Phoenix Suns for a new court. That thing's getting pretty old. Oh wow, offensive foul.
Who is that guy? This guy, he's called for like 6 travels. They're not all travels. He's just pivoting. That's one thing.
This is the offensive foul. That wasn't a walk. How was that a walk?
He's not. He pivoted before. I mean, he turned as he was catching the ball. He didn't land it yet. And then as he landed, he dribbled. Oh, Laettner. Come on, make a layup, buddy.
Excellent pass inside. Greg Anthony really pushing the ball off the floor beautifully.
I mean, that's just good stuff right there.
Yeah, 3 guys on this UNLV team are lottery picks.
Really?
Larry Johnson was taken 1st overall. Ogman was taken 9th, and Greg Anthony was taken 12th.
In the same year?
Yeah. And then the George Ackles guy was taken in the 2nd round at the end. And then they had another guy on this team that was taken the next year, Elmore Spencer. Ooh, what's a foul?
Yes, sir. No question on that one. With the body, Anthony fouling Hurley. Let's get a report now from Leslie Visser.
Larry Johnson got the Wooden Award this year, and the Naismith.
Jerry Tarkanian told his team that he wanted them 2 things. He said he wants them to move the ball around, and they're not moving without the ball. So he wanted both those things. He also wanted George Ackles to get his body.
They were ranked number 1 every week in the AP poll, and they were number 1 every week but 1 in the coaches poll.
Did you love Greg Anthony in Portland?
To be honest, I don't remember him a lot. I mean, I remember Terry Porter, And then after that, Damon Stoudemire was really the next point guard that I was really big on for the Blazers. So that's quite a bit of a gap. So
Well, he didn't start for the Blazers. He was the backup.
he never started. I remember him playing there, but yeah, I just don't remember a whole lot about him.
He didn't play a lot. I mean, he could really score though. Like he's shooting 40% from three, 42% overall. I mean, 6-7 points a game, and he's only playing like 16, 17, 18 minutes a game.
What years was he in Portland?
Right in the heyday, 99, 0, 01.
James Brown has
Well,
an update for us. James.
All right, Jimmy. And talking with a number of the Duke players before the game,
Yeah.
He played big minutes in the 99 and 2000 range, but like, well, 17 and 14 minutes.
Coach K wanted his team to get off to a fast start, not allowing his guys to get a chance to be scared. Last time out, he said, "Hey, fellas, we've proven we can."
So that's when Damon Stoudemire was there, right? So he would have been the backup.
Yeah, he was the backup. He didn't start.
Leitner hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Is the intimidation factor over with for Duke?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. As a matter of fact, I think that Duke came out not intimidated from the beginning.
6-point lead for the Devils.
They are the running Rebels for sure, man.
Wow.
They just get down the court and just let it go.
It's the best way to play. I love it. Why don't you play that way? Come on.
Whether it be Johnson or Anthony, they know where he is over there. Back to the man-to-man. I think it's time to give Leitner the ball out at the top. Here he is, but
Spencer will back off a little bit.
Are they going back to man?
He can't handle him there.
Yeah.
No. It's like a line and two because those two guys in the bottom are like zoning.
They were manning up on Hurley.
Ogman. Nice defense by Grant Hill.
They've got better athletes. Like, why is he worried about?
Anthony with a man.
Woo!
The tying three.
Come
What
on.
a half, Jim.
12 points for Anthony.
You're right. Nobody tucks in their jersey. It's weird. Refs would be all over that. They wouldn't be able to call a foul until that was corrected.
The game is tied once again.
It's like the game has just gotten so tight nowadays. They're like so worried about the wrong stuff.
Coming up at halftime, we'll be hearing from
Alright.
Coach Roy Williams a little bit
Where
more.
is this game
And Billy,
played
you
right?
guys will be dissecting what happened to Dean Smith at the end of that game when he was tossed out after his second technical. I really feel bad for Dean Smith. I thought he was showing up at the end of that game.
It said something dome. I didn't catch the first part.
He was out of the coach's box. 2 ticky-tack technicals
Man.
on the legend, and he was tossed out at the end of the game.
And here we see back to the man-to-man. Larry Johnson now guarding Leitner.
Larry Johnson only played 10
Decides
years
to
in the
go
league
small.
because of
First
back
time he hasn't
problems.
had either Spencer or Ackles in the game.
The lineup for Duke.
A lot of people compared Zion Williams to Larry Johnson.
If you watch some of those videos of just like a year ago with Zion Williamson, he's gained
Yeah.
so much weight. Somehow he needs to just... I don't know if it's just muscle. I mean, it's hard to tell. But
Yeah.
it's crazy how explosive he is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's probably got to be 300 pounds. And he is so explosive.
It's the Hoosier Dome.
So what is that? That's
Indiana.
yeah.
Tark told us he'd make a great boxer. Feels no pain. Has the quickest
This is was this where the Colts played back in the day?
It's the RCA Dome, yeah. The question I have for you is this. This summer, NBA Summer League, or let's go in 2021. How fun would that be? You go to Las Vegas for like
So you're saying forget the coaches thing and let's just go for
this
watch
summer?
NBA Summer League?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun.
I'll just be honest with you. I went to the coaches clinic and I went to every session. The people I went with didn't go to every session, but I went to every session. I took good notes. I tried to get pictures with every coach. And I gleaned a little bit, but it wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
But it would be so much more fun to just go. You go to the Summer League games. Our wives just hang out, lay out, just chill. Like, all right, we'll be back. We're going to the Thomas and Mack Center.
Yeah. Summerling's getting to be kind of a big show, though. It might be a little spendy.
Oh. Man, I love it, though.
You love this up and down, yeah.
Run and gun.
Down on the inside, putting some physical hands on the Duke players.
That's a charge.
What if you play this style, though, and we have no shot clock, and then you got a team that comes down and then just kind of like Toledo in 2017 just runs through their offense over and over and over again.
That whole season was weird. We lost to you guys by 8. We lost to Stanfield by 8. We came to your house and it was like, what was Connor, a freshman?
Yeah, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, we were a freshman.
We were just outmatched. I mean, when you're playing the eventual state champion, you can just do what you got to do.
See? And then you can't, if you run and gun and you just take bad shots every time, you give those other teams a chance.
Well, the thing is, if we hadn't ran our offense, you guys would have beat us by probably 20. That was like a 1-point game until Julian came down at the end of the third quarter and hit like 3 threes in a row. Just like bam, bam, bam. All right.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I think it was like a 1 or 2 point game, and then it went to like 12 or something. Look at that ref.
And he popped Anthony. So you talked about him being a fighter. He's down for the 8 count here.
But he's back up.
Here we see Hill coming down. Bam, he popped him.
Oh, what even happened?
I'm going to take it back. It was not a deliberate shot. He got him with his shoulder.
It's weird how they don't even have the score on the screen. It's like they flash it up there after every bucket. Oh, wow. Nothing.
I wonder what that decision's about. Hurley's cussing at the ref. They have the seconds. Where is the score? That's so weird. Do we even know the score? What is it?
Well, no, not the recent score because I haven't been paying attention that closely. But they every time someone gets a bucket, they put it on the screen.
Well, Vegas has only been behind at halftime once this year, and that was against Arkansas. Duke, as we know, 26-0.
Number 2 Arkansas, they were behind at halftime, and they ended up it was number 1 versus number 2 at Arkansas, and they ended up winning 112 to 105. I mean, when's the last time there's a 100-point game in college basketball right now?
Yeah. Not a lot. Carolina gets up there sometimes. Well, not this year, but they've had a little bit better teams. He likes to get down the court quick.
Wow.
43-41. Yeah, you don't see those kind of scores very often anymore.
So what's your reflection after watching the first half of this game?
It's a lot more up tempo than I remember it being.
Halftime stats. Right there, 16-2 second half points.
And the field goal percentage is pretty even. Top scores late.
Layton just got 20. It's been a quiet 20. This gets buckets, man.
There've been a couple of situations like this, Billy, in the tournament where someone's been competitive.
He only scores 8 in the second half.
Jim Nance.
Man, Anderson Hunt, number 12, has 29 points in this game. Larry Johnson on his 13.
Let's see what happens here.
So that's the guy who's bombing the threes every time, isn't it? That Hunt guy.
Yeah, he went 4 for 11, so he must go cold here. From deep. They only made 6 threes the whole game. I love watching like the mechanics of the refs back then. They really are like, you know how they're super robotic now?
Yeah.
They kind of just have their own little flair to them.
Did you see that kid's impressions of the ref, the one who does all the NBA players?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, he doesn't do it of the refs. He does like if NBA players were refs. It's pretty funny.
He does a pretty good job of all the
Yeah.
Like the LeBron one that he does with the headband around his chin.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he has that one, and LeBron's being a ref, but he has his mechanics are exactly like what you can see LeBron doing.
I love this guy, Tarkanian.
He's got his towel he's chewing on over there.
He's like J.D. Hill in his math class.
Yeah.
Little high pick and roll. Back to a high low. Ooh.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Look at the pivoting.
UNLV's putting a little pressure on.
Look at the fundamentals from the coach's son over here. Bob Hurley.
Here's a stat for you, Billy.
I wonder if his brother was good at basketball.
UNLV's only trailed in 2 other occasions, Michigan State and Arkansas, but a total of 1 minute and 20 seconds in over 11 hours of action.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Hunt. Breakaway time.
Oh, man. Wouldn't it be awesome to be able to jump like that? Were you a dunker back in high school?
I dunked every now and then, but I wasn't a crazy leaper. I could dunk.
3-point Vegas lead.
How fun was it back when you went to the tournament? There were 16 teams for each.
It was pretty cool. A lot of people. They used to have like a dance and all kinds of stuff for the kids.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a breakfast too. So like all the teams used to go to like this breakfast thing. So there was like 32 different teams. And you're all at like Hamilton High School in their cafeteria, just like eating together.
I bet you there's some weird. I mean, if you get 16 girls teams and 16 guys teams together.
Yeah, there's probably a reason they got rid of the dance. You know.
I mean, for what is that like? Because it was a longer tournament. It was like a 5-day tournament, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, because it started on like Tuesday. Yeah, it was like Tuesday, Wednesday, or you either got Wednesday or Thursday off.
No, I was in the. I mean, I went to a 16-team tournament, in high school, but it was a 3A tournament then. Or, yeah, the 3A.
Yeah, 5 days. It's a whole week of just get down there the day before. So, basically, our school used to have no school when we make it. Like they just would cancel school for the week.
So back then, were you you went? Did you go to the tournament and John Hildebrandt was there?
Yeah.
How good was he?
He was really good. I mean, they didn't stylistically, him and Connor aren't exactly the same, but like they kind of control the game in a lot of the same ways. You know, just a point guard that always has the ball, always, making the play or hitting a three from pretty deep. Hildebrandt utilized like moves quite a bit. He had every
the whole package,
in and out, crossover.
Where's the foul there?
I don't know. Connor's uses just a little bit more of hesitation, kind of stop and go, just kind of crafty, uses his left hand really well. He's a better finisher than Hildebrandt probably was, as far as, kind of getting to his left and making that little bank shot. But they're both great 3-point shooters. So
that's that same call. Was that a foul? Do you think that was a foul?
I don't know. I wasn't watching super close. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
I mean, I just don't think these are fouls. He didn't even touch him.
Yeah.
That's how it is every time. And then they don't call that. He jumps on his back. Cash money. But I don't think they make any more threes because they only made 6 threes this game. Thomas Hill only plays 22 minutes, so he might be done. What if this is the changing point of the game? It's twisted around. Look at that flat top. I mean, they had some. Ooh, was that not a goaltend?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
I mean, even the cheerleader's hair is crazy.
Anderson Hunt is spotting up in his patented three-point area and just buries another three-pointer.
And the three by Hunt.
Yeah, he's done.
Ties the game. Hunt with 18 points, 8 already in this half with only 2.5 minutes to play in the second half.
It's amazing, Jim, how patient he is to stand out in that three-point area, knowing his teammates.
So what was like what was the biggest memories you had? So you had to win to get to the trophy round. You had to, back then you had to win 2 games to get to trophies, right?
They're keeping Thomas Hill right.
Yeah.
They gave trophies to 8th place back then, didn't they?
Yeah, that's true. They did. They had 8 teams that would finish. They play
because the consolation was the 5.
Well, I think consolation was still 4th versus 6th, but then they'd play the losers of those consolation games. Right? No, because that would be 2 losses.
Yeah, I think the consolation.
No, it's the one. Okay,
5-8. Because that's what I played in. We played Marist in the consolation title game.
Well, when you won your first game and then you lost, if you lost that game, because I played in that my senior year.
So you won your first game, then lost,
and then won, and then
what
lost.
was your senior year?
I think or something like that. I don't know.
2002.
Or maybe we didn't even. I don't even remember. We lost twice. I can't remember if we won. I know we won our first game.
So if you, well, let's look here.
And this second one, I believe this shot would have been a little short.
Who won the girls? Was it Gold Beach back then?
Maybe I remember them. Them and Myrtle Point being really good. I don't know which year they were.
Third team all season to lead UNLV in the second half, joining Arkansas and Michigan State.
People that are watching this from like some other place are like, what are you guys talking about? See, and then they don't call it there, right? They'll reach around.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Larry Johnson, and what happened is Austin's coming from the weak side. Kubek missing. Look at where Hunt is.
He went for the pretty pass. Had that other guy.
About the first tough judgment that Anthony made today. He had no passing angle there on the break. Anderson Hunt wanted the ball on the sideline there for a 3.
The winner of this game plays Kansas Monday night for the championship. Crawford Palmer back in, Kubek out.
Nice move by Mike Krzyzewski.
Yeah, it looks like Gold Beach beat Dayton for the championship. Or no, Gold Beach beat Santiam in OT for the title by 3.
Oh, yeah.
David
That's
Plotz.
back. Yeah, that's back when Plotz and his daughters were playing.
Did they were pretty good for a long time, weren't they?
Yeah, right in that era, they were real good. Both the Plotz girls played at Corbin when I was at Corbin.
What was it like playing at Corbin back then? You just driving the bus everywhere?
Yep, we had this guy who bought a charter bus and drove it for us. Just kind of almost like a booster, just a guy who liked being a part of the program. Doug, I don't remember his last name, but I remember it was his bus.
Because he realized the toss was going to come back for Anderson Hunt, who beat him with the dribble, and you can't take away everything.
Hunt had 29 against Duke in last year's title game.
We used to play cards in the back.
Of the Final Four. He has 20 in this one.
All the long road trips. So there's a table, you know, those seats in those charter buses, they face both directions.
Right.
Yes, he hurt his hand again. And he's just going to
What about when Regis used to be good?
Yeah, I mean, they were good that whole era. I'm sure they'll get back there pretty soon.
Why do you say that?
I just think that they're only kind of down right now just because their enrollment is cut by like half, like a 2-year span. But I think they're starting to get their enrollment back up.
Well, I saw some pictures of like their middle
See that
school
pass?
team.
Oh, wow.
Where are you at? Like, what's the timeline?
What's that?
What's the time on the clock for you?
Leitner just got mixed up.
44-25.
It was a Freddie Brown play. You can see Hunt fearlessly going in there, and you can see he comes
44-30.
down on that shoulder.
Okay, we're right there. So I'm looking here.
Anderson very hot out there.
So you beat Weston McEwen by like 35 points.
Okay.
And then you lost to Dayton by 9. Tell me about that game.
I remember it was tied like at the end of the third quarter, and then they had a guy. I think he was a good player for him, but not. It wasn't Hildebrandt. It wasn't. What was it? I can't remember the kid's name. He played in the NFL. Whatever. It wasn't him either. It was just some other guy on their team. Hit like a couple of jumpers or something like that, and had an and one just right out of the gate in the fourth quarter, and we just couldn't catch up because once they had the lead in the fourth quarter, Hildebrandt would just dribble it around up top. You couldn't get it back from him.
Right.
And then you foul him, and he's like a 90% free throw shooter.
Especially how big that floor is.
Yeah.
So what about Gold Beach?
Oh, that game was. Is that the next game? Did we play another game between those?
Yeah, that was the next game. We played Gold Beach, 38-57.
I don't remember it a lot. I just remember when we lost it. We didn't have a lot of, effort. We were kind of done.
This is crazy. St. Mary's played Portland Adventist after the semis, and they lost. It was just like a forfeit.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Portland Adventist doesn't play on Friday nights, and that's when they were scheduled to play, and that's back when the OSAA wouldn't move it for them. So they just had to forfeit.
That's so dumb. You could sue the OSAA for that now.
Yeah.
They would never do that. Let's see here. Oakland lost to Portland Adventist by 7 in OT. And then they lost to Westside Christian. That was the year after they won the state title.
And did Regis get second that year?
Yeah.
And we beat Regis like 3 times that season.
You did?
Yeah.
They lost 76-65.
That happened like every year I was in high school. Regis always was on the good side of the bracket.
Well, back then it wasn't even rankings. It was just
first or second.
It's a great pass.
We got first, so we got to play a second place team from another league, which was that Weston McEwen game.
Leitner, what an outlet pass. Oh, jump stop, get it out. Here's Hunt. Ooh.
They're just going for it, man.
Missing layups, man. And then here's 2-point game. See, okay, 14:06. Why can't? So they must not be able to put the time and the score at the same time, because it must be a camera angle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because when you look at the clock, it looks like it's just like a camera shot on the clock.
There will come a time in this game if UNLV doesn't get a good run going here that they'll start looking at that.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about immortality here.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy if you look at taking 16 teams to the tournament. I mean, if they did that now, I feel like it's so like there's not very many good games in that round of 16.
Yeah. Well, there's back then there was 2A and 3A were together, so it'd be like throwing the what is the 3A and 2A tournament now, just throwing it together.
That'd be pretty competitive.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could have won against them.
I think so, man. 3A was. I feel like they were really down this year.
I think we're going to be down next year. 2A is going to be down overall. I think there's going to be a couple good teams, but
I agree with that. It ebbs and flows. It's just one of those things. It's natural. There's a lot of seniors this year that were all state.
So many seniors. So your junior year
has a funny rotation for a good shooter, but buries them normally.
3-point Duke lead.
We lost in the district championship game in my junior year.
You didn't
Because
go to
we,
Pendleton?
what's that?
You didn't go to Pendleton?
Nope. Because we were, Salem Academy was the #1 seed in our league, and they were guaranteed to go to state, and then we beat them, and then we lost in the conference championship game to Regis. So we finished second in the conference tournament. So Regis got the other.
And Regis played in the state championship.
Yeah.
Lost to Dayton by
See,
5.
moving those feet very well. Anthony just goes up on him and then hesitates, using his chest to go ahead and fend off.
And we beat Regis that year too. We just didn't beat him that time in the conference championship game.
Gave him the icy glare for about.
They just did a better job back then of like
First player
all the stats and stuff. I mean, not the stats, but
what a game we're having.
I think they just, I don't know.
Our national semifinals, the winner plays Kansas.
And back to the amoeba defense.
Why does he call it an amoeba? It's just a 2-3.
I know.
Back to the amoeba defense.
Some pretty good shooters on
Ooh,
the floor
Greg
right
Anthony.
now for Duke. McCaffrey being one of them. There
He's
he
got that
is.
no look down.
That's a two-pointer.
Yep.
Get behind the line.
Good
McCafferty.
job by Hurley to recognize that he had him flattened out on the side.
Who's Jeff Kochek? You know who that is?
And Grant Hill barks as he makes the
Nope.
rebound. He's having a big day. On the wing, Leitner. Left hand.
Sensational play. Larry Johnson sitting on the sidelines ready to come back in. And there's a quiet Stacey Augman.
Spencer tried to dunk the follow.
Jim, you know, everybody has talked about Mike Krzyzewski and his incredible record
Front
in the
court
NCAA
scoring,
tournament.
Duke
He has
43,
lost
UNLV 17.
4 out of the last 5 years to the national champion, eventual national champion.
That's one thing is I don't feel like UNLV throws the ball inside. They just shoot it, and then the inside guys are just supposed to get offensive rebounds.
Right.
An air ball free throw by Spencer.
86, he lost to Louisville. 87 to Indiana, not in the Final Four, but lost to the eventual champ. 88, of course, to Kansas, and 90 last year to UNLV.
Johnson in now for the shooter, Elmore Spencer. Good job by Elmore to make the second one. You're talking about pressure, Billy. You airball the first one.
Well, Ackles back in too with 4. You're right, Jim. He buried the second one. Looked very good at doing it. Back to aggressive man-to-man with the starting team now on the floor for UNLV with arrested Larry Johnson.
So now they're running a little offense.
So they should pick up some defense here.
Duke has all of its starters except for Thomas Hill, who was out. McCaffrey in. McCaffrey comes up short.
McCafferty just coming in gunning.
There's the pass. The pass from
Look at,
Anthony.
wow.
And Hunt wants the intentional foul.
It should not have been because Hurley was, and I don't see any official
He didn't.
signifying intentional. Hurley did the right thing. He just engulfed him.
Oh, we've got a technical, Billy.
I think it's going to be a technical on UNLV as well. Now, what's
Oh,
gonna
come
happen
on. You're going to throw technicals and you
here?
didn't.
It's going to be 2 shots. Tark is incorrect on that one. Bobby Hurley did a good job. He was going to play it.
I don't know. He didn't look like he went to the ball at all. I thought he just came right down on his arm.
Yeah.
Defensively. So that's going to help Duke because they'll get 2 shots on one end and the ball back.
That's ridiculous.
I feel like UNLV should be winning this game by 20.
Tosses. Hunt goes in. Now watch Hurley. He's going up.
He
to
didn't
make
go
the
for the
block.
ball.
He went after the
What is
ball.
he talking
Yeah.
about? He didn't even go for the ball. That's it.
So they did give him an intentional or something.
Take Anderson Hunt's arms off, but
Why are they shooting free throws?
Because he got fouled on the shot.
Play. Bobby Hurley goes
Oh, okay.
He's not going for the ball. What is he talking? How can you watch that and say he's going for the ball?
missed the first.
You really like Duke. That's how.
I mean,
saying, let's go after it.
I just love how they do not tuck in their jerseys. They're like, you know what? The game,
we're just so programmed now to see that because, like, if we're a kid, we're always worried our kid's gonna get like a technical if he leaves his uniform untucked.
The uniform stuff is like in high school basketball. These officials are so worried about like the color of a wristband or you know the leggings. It's like, does it matter? I mean, you can't even get a block call. You can't get a block charge call right. Yet you are worried about what color the wristband is.
Yeah. It's silly.
Duke with the basketball and a 3-point lead.
Oh, footage is getting a little grainy.
I love it.
Little mid-range jumper, man.
Up 5. They're starting to feel it. The game really slowed down too.
Look at they're running an offense here. Maybe
double pins.
They're gonna throw it inside. No.
They're totally out of their element too. Why do you shoot that? I mean, it's a good. He made it, but it's like you just shoot the 3. It's crazy how they didn't think about that back then. Like, you know, if you take a step in, off the dribble, your percentage is probably gonna go down from if you just shot it from 3.
Now look at this matchup. Ackles on Kubek.
I'm doing a one shining moment for our season.
I mean, you can see like UNLV can just smother the crap out of Duke. Like they can't even do anything. I mean, that's they're just getting.
I just don't. I think the refs are just calling everything for Duke right now.
Yeah.
Because UNLV will get the same contact and they don't call anything. And the thing about commentators is like, just tell it how it is. Like, if it's going one way, just call it that way. James Brown coming off of Fox NFL Countdown.
But talking by Vegas, I guarantee you that my guys will not back down. During the last timeout when Hurley walked over, Davis gave him a high five. Davis turned to me and winked and said, "Hey, I told you so." Let's go back to Jimmy.
All right, Davis's roommate and best friend, Christian Laettner, hits the first of 2.
He's just saying, hey, you got to get me on the other side. Come on.
One of 2, 4-point lead for the Blue Devils.
And Duke goes back to the
Duke's in his zone now.
Look out, Anderson Hunt.
Regis and Dayton.
There's that.
Dayton and Regis played 3 straight states championship games. I didn't realize that Ron Hop's been the coach at Dayton since 2003. That's a long time.
Because what's his name left right after?
Doug Miles.
Yeah, Doug Miles left after the first 2.
So they've been they don't ever stop being good at Dayton.
No. You've been to their gym, haven't you? They've got a pretty nice setup there now.
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's just crazy that little town produces that, like, consistently like that.
Yeah. Keep your head up, man.
That pivot right there is what I'm talking about, where you just catch the pivot. 2-point game.
When UNLV gets a bucket, it's like, man, that's so easy. They could do that over and over, and then Duke just has to like
scratching claw.
Yeah. It's not a foul. Just people battling.
I'm telling you, every year the commentating at the NCAA tournament.
Tarkanian has shown some real fiery emotion in the last couple of timeouts. He wants his team to keep moving the ball around, specifically to get it to Larry Johnson. No surprise there, but he's told them you haven't gotten it to Larry during the entire half.
They're surrounding him.
That defensive intensity on the other end, Jim.
Anthony trying to drive on Hurley, joined by his partner in the backcourt, Hunt. Everett Gray is in, Johnson and Augment. Hunt scores and he is fouled.
Not so sure that was a foul.
Jim, in this respect, he realizes that Duke is not going to let him take the 3, and he's driving right on by. It's an excellent play on his part.
Who's Jim
Duke
Hole?
has been doing anytime he touches the ball, they're rushing at him to take away the jump shot. And that's the second time today he's put the ball on the floor and driven in.
I have no idea.
Or is your dad's name Jim Hill?
Yeah.
Oh, they put it in wrong on this form.
Oh.
When did he stop coaching?
2010. I mean, he still coaches.
No, but I mean,
Just isn't coaching at Eastland. 2010.
And again, you see UNLV turning up that defensive intensity, particularly Larry Johnson fighting Leitner down inside. But what Hurley's trying to do is to pick up the switch on the solid screen.
Bounce pass came back to him. Thomas Hill in traffic. Say off the foot of a UNLV player. Duke retains.
Look at that crowd, though.
Yeah. That's a lot of people.
All right, 13 seconds on the shot clock. You got a couple NBA players. They're running a zone.
What was that?
What?
Whoa,
What was that? I don't think there was a foul there.
What?
I gotta see the review here. Are they giving him 3 foul shots?
And that's 8 on the Runnin Rebels. So Duke.
It's his 4th foul.
Let's watch this.
No, but he did. He was.
Look at him. That's the where he goes to his knee.
Thomas Hill.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
They had their own style.
Plays tennis right-handed. Does everything right-handed but shoot the basketball. And he decided in junior high that he just felt more comfortable shooting it lefty.
Well, in the tournament, 18 against Northeastern Louisiana, 17 Iowa, 18, of course, against Connecticut. Just an outstanding player in the tournament with an explosive score.
Billy, let's watch now as Anthony has to sit.
That's huge.
Ackles is in.
Now, that means that Anderson Hunt is going to be required to be the floor general, which takes away a lot of his scoring. Secondary ball handler probably going to be Stacey Augman.
2 free throws by
So
Thomas
this
Hill.
stretch right here is really what turned the game.
The 19th lead change of this
I
game.
mean, I guess they're only up 1, but you can. It feels like the pace just completely changed. And they don't really have a good way to get these guys, these bigs, the ball down low. And that's just a great shot.
27 points.
He only scores,
Anderson Hunt just balling out, man.
he only scores 2 more.
Back to a 2-3 zone.
UNLV by 1.
Going against the zone.
Ryan Davis back over to Hurley.
No high post either.
Yeah, no, there's 2 guys on 2 low guys.
Don't give you that 3-point shot.
Trying to hide behind the defense.
No goaltending.
Why did they say it like that? No goaltending. It was on the way up. It was a block.
Duke has possession. Timeout on the court. UNLV by 1.
Does Christian Leitner just take over right now? Just
no other time this season.
nope.
Leading by 1 with 7:20 to go.
Was he out of bounds there?
Davis underneath.
Oh wow, that's the wrong way.
Look at that. I love the ref right there. He's just dancing with it.
Oh, there you go. That was their style. They got Anthony back in the game.
How about the 2 guards for Vegas?
Incredible. 46 of 68 points so far today.
Anderson Hunt trying to add
They're doubling their Johnson every time he gets it.
a basket and Duke
Just not let him catch.
They're just not gonna let him beat him. Smart.
And UNLV has to go back to the zone, trying to protect the foul problems that they have. Ackles and Anthony both.
So Regis won 3 straight state titles in basketball.
Yeah.
03, 04, 05.
I will say, like, 2A was really, really down there in that time.
Really?
Yeah, really down.
Boy, he slashed to the basket. Guy used to play in the ACC a little bit, Michael Jordan.
I think it was 04 that I went and watched. And I couldn't believe it. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say the championship teams like Regis and the team they played every year were usually pretty good teams. But like, there was a lot of teams at the state tournament that were just like, wow.
Well, it'd be like if we had 16 teams now, though, right?
Were they still doing 16 then?
Yeah. I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I think they started going to 8 in 04.
Because when did they go to the
04.
04?
Or no, 06.
06. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember if there was 8 or there were 16 teams or what there was, but yeah, there probably was 16 teams, but there were some teams that were not very good. Just the overall quality. I remember the Regis kid. I don't even remember his name, but he dominated.
Lule?
No, this was after they had a Lule guard, yeah, still, but no, a bigger kid, and he just dominated. He was like 6'4". There was nobody that could guard him. It's like a 6'4" guy. Yeah, it was just not. It was weird. It's a weird time. Oh, jeez.
Accidental elbow by Larry Johnson that time hit Thomas Hill, and there was a nice piece of officiating. Wasn't intentional at all. Now watch Johnson makes his first play and bounces back up to make the second one. Just quick.
We do a lot of that stuff. Second jump drills with the posts. Like where they get a tap and just, and even when they make it, oh gosh.
Whining a little bit, but certainly should not have been called.
8 points for Johnson to go with 12 rebounds.
A little
Shaq-like free throw routine there.
Little hitch there.
Hill and Johnson actually had played against one another in high school. They're both Texans. Larry out of Skyline High School in Dallas, and Thomas Hill out of Lancaster, Texas.
He's not even coaching. He's just sucking on the towel. Like, go get him.
Considered by some the National High School Player of the Year. He's been the National Junior College Player of the Year, and of course, the National College Player of the Year. Good feed.
Oh.
To Davis. Greg Kubek.
Has he come on well for Duke? A young man who had
That's one thing you miss a lot. You get these drives and kids are just sitting in the corners for 3 instead of making a cut. Look how.
Yeah.
On the blocks, Johnson, that's an automatic 2.
Remember when kids used to do that? They'd slap the glass when they make a layup.
They call it technical.
Jerry Tarkanian wanting timeout.
Well, there's no timeout.
I don't know what that call was all about. He certainly wouldn't want to take one now.
By the way, Tark today is going for his 600th Division I victory. Right at 599. Second to Dean Smith in Division I.
Oh, wow.
Active coaches. Oh, here comes the steal. Yep. Hunt over to Anthony. Gets the foul, I should say. And a 3-point lead for the defending champions with 4:20 to go.
All right, so 4:20 to go, up 3. I mean, it's not. Oh no. Ooh, run. Oh, pass it up. Don't slow it up. That's not your style.
Talk about pressure points. Are we watching the start of a run for Vegas?
Well, what the run has been is Larry Johnson getting the ball in the low post, which I don't blame Jerry Tarkanian for calling timeout and saying, hey, let's get the ball to number 4.
Oh, offensive foul. He fouled out, too.
That's big.
He's out of here. 5 for Anthony.
That was the turning point. That was the play right there.
This team in the first half with his great play, and he's going to call his teammates over to say, fellas, win this one while I'm sitting on the bench.
Let's say Santiam Christian called you today, and they're like, hey, we want you to come take over with Santiam Christian.
No. I mean, why would I don't have any incentive to go there.
What if Jesuit called you tomorrow and they're like, hey?
I mean, if I'm being honest, I'd probably think about it for a day, but I'm not a really ambitious person when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's like coaching, you know. Like I don't dream of being a big-time coach, a college coach. I don't want to move my family all over the place. I just want to have my kids grow up somewhere and play basketball, have fun, work with kids, enjoy the experience, help them enjoy the experience. That's about it, really. What about you?
Probably not. I mean, I live where I'm from, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm happy.
Gets it to Davis. He'll turn around. Gets his own miss.
And what was that shot?
Is that mid-range forward-leading jumper, man? There's about 25 of those this game. Everybody shoots a floater now, one-handed floater. That shot's extinct. I had Colin shoot those, though. Colin shoots those a little bit. Old school fundamental.
Colin Thurston.
You see the shot clock coming to 10.
Nice pass. That's got to be a block.
See, they're not calling it the same way both ways.
If you're calling that last one an offensive foul, when the guy jumps in there and just slides underneath the guy, you got to call a block then. Oh wow, Hurley, clutch. That was Hurley, wasn't it? Yeah.
Man, they used to do the 3A state tournament at Willamette University. That'd be so much better than Coos Bay, don't you think?
I don't know. You would think it would be better than Pendleton, but it's not. So I think it's about the atmosphere. Would kids really be excited to go to Salem when most of them are probably from Salem already?
That's why I think the 4A should go to Pendleton. 2 minutes to go. Here we go. Is it? So UNLV's up by 3 right now?
Approaching 20 on the shot clock.
Up by 2, I think. It was 76-74. They were down 5, and Hurley hit that shot.
And also, you've got to admire what Hunt's going to do. He tries to get the solid screen. Good step out.
Oh, good pass. And that's not a foul? You got to be kidding me.
It's unreal.
That's just, yeah. That's right in front of him. You know he saw that. That's coaching the game. I mean, not coaching the game. Reffing the game to make it close at the end.
Reffing the score.
Yeah. Better shoot it.
I will say, this is my personal. The refs are just all for the Duke right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it does not seem like UNLV's getting the same type of calls. That's just a feel. What do you think?
Yeah, I see that a little bit too. I think refs, they're humans. They're emotional. They see that. The underdog, gotta help them out a little bit. Close game.
Think about a game like this was Ball State back in the Western Regional last year.
Yep, last year's Sweet 16. Grant Hill driving.
And that's a foul? Wow. Wow.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just straight cheating at that point. Like, you're intentionally influencing the game.
That was bad. Come on, officials.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care if you brushed his arm a little bit or something. There's no foul there. Who'd they call it on?
Is it Hunt?
And Thomas Hill gave Kubek a little elbow to the face accidentally. You talked just a moment ago about Davis's athletic ability.
This is back in the day when they lined up for free throws. Look how low underneath the hoop they are. If you're like the bottom guy. I remember that in high school.
Yeah, high school. When did they change that rule?
I don't know. But I can't believe that, like, how much of an advantage you could.
It's the same call. So it's a tie game right now? Or are they down one?
I think they're. Did he make the free throw?
I don't know, but I'm still.
It's funny that we're guessing what the score is. It's the national. It's the Final Four, and they don't put the score on the screen.
It's unbelievable.
As we pointed out, it's been a long time since he's faced a free throw that had a lot.
I bet you back then, if you watched a lot of basketball games, like you just kind of kept the score in your head.
Oh.
One more for Johnson.
He's got that hitch in his shot.
All right, there we go. So they're
down one. Is he gonna miss this?
Oh man! Oh, and a lane violation. Wow. Coach K is like, hey, we didn't have that agreement before the game. We're not supposed to call him lane violations on us.
Duke had the rebound.
Did you see Tarkanian? Oh, wow. How would you like to be that kid if the game wouldn't have worked out?
Wait, there's no shot clock? Why go man to man?
4-second difference on the shot clock.
No, there is a shot clock. There we go. Was it the shot clock must be 35. When did the shot clock switch to 30 in college?
20 seconds to go. Can Duke pull off one of the biggest upsets in Final Four history? Off the glass, no, he went for the
Oh no. Oh no. You were not going to call a foul.
Are you kidding me?
I'm talking about the refs right now. The officiating is so bad. Where was the foul? There's been, how many times have I brought this up? It's been like 10 times. I mean, this is terrible.
That's bad. How do you call a scramble at the end where everyone's jumping in the air and call a foul?
There was no foul either. Show the replay.
UNLV has called timeout.
It's so bad.
We'll be right back.
All right, Jimmy, the report from the Duke bench was all confidence on the part of Mike Krzyzewski. He's assuming that Leitner is going to make his free throws. He told his guys when he makes them back on defense, do not give up the threes. Back to you, Jim.
7 of 9 from the line. Let's watch.
Doesn't even hit the rim. Wouldn't you be like at this moment, your team's down one. The situation's changing when this guy's shooting free throws. You were tied, down one, now down two. Wouldn't you be up like screaming like what to do?
Probably did that.
Yeah. I mean, telling them like, okay, we're going to take a timeout or whatever. He's just sitting there chewing on his fingernails.
Blank look of Jerry Tarkanian. Will his team rise to this challenge with 12 seconds to go?
Jim, I think you're going to see the ball in the hands of two people. Anderson Hunt.
They don't have their point guard.
And in the case of Duke,
Greg Anthony.
Brian Wood, the guy that's the coach at Butte Falls, is the coach at Brookings Harbor.
Larry Johnson brings the ball up.
2008 took second place. No. 5. No. That's the shot you got?
Yeah. What was the play?
There was no play. It was give Larry Johnson the ball. I feel like it's always awkward when they do those close-ups on the losing players. Like, right up in their face. Like this look. Mike Krzyzewski really hasn't changed much, other than he's gotten 35 years older. Think about that. He is still the coach at Duke.
Yeah. He'd been the coach at Duke for a little while at this point, too. Wasn't it like 1990 when he took... No, not 90. What was it? When Jay Billis. What years were those?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to say 82. Wow. Yeah, I think the refs... So think about the game-winning points in that game. Some random foul on a rebound.
Well, there had to have been 3 or 4. I mean, I was calling it 3 or 4 or 5 times where it's okay, what about the and one before that, where Larry Johnson's getting hammered on the other end,
yeah,
and then a guy barely scrapes his arm. I don't know. I felt like the refs really took the end of that game into control, and they gave it all to Duke. I mean, how many calls did they give to UNLV there at the end?
Not a whole lot.
Well, what's your synopsis of the game now, looking back? First of all, what was the highlight of the game for you?
The highlight of the game?
Yeah, what are you taking from it?
Well, I feel like Duke did a good job, refs or no refs. I think UNLV was better. I mean, UNLV was good. You watch them; they had stud athletes. They had just a lot of quality players. You could see them overwhelm Duke at times. How many times did they get those leak out dunks from just steals when they were just harassing them? And it just seemed so easy. But Duke just kept hitting shots and sticking around and scrapping and getting those things. But I mean, that to me, that's the thing is UNLV was the team to beat, and everything kind of just went Duke's way. Greg Anthony fouling out, huge.
And that was another. I mean, Greg Anthony. I mean, how even at that last play, you have Greg Anthony. I mean, he could probably get to the rack, or he gets to that little 10-foot shot he's taken. And there was not much use of the pick and roll by those guys.
Yeah.
Nobody really used the pick and roll back then.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good observation. It definitely wasn't a part really of either teams. There's a lot of sealing, it's like just seal in the post, pass it around on the perimeter, drive in and shoot your little mid-range jumper, or throw it into the post.
Right. So, I mean, pretty much instead of Duke being a back-to-back champion, UNLV should have been a back-to-back champion. If you play that game 100 times, how do you think it shakes out?
I mean, I think UNLV wins 8-9 out of every 10 for sure. You could tell they were just good. They were just another level. But as sports, sometimes the best team doesn't win. That's why you play it, right?
Yep. All right, well, what do you think the next game is you want to watch? How late are you going to be up?
I don't know, another hour or so probably. It's going to become my routine.
Let's do my championship game.
All right, I'm going to have to change positions.
Do it.
I can't sit here any longer.
All right.
Which means I have to unplug my computer. We'll see how long it lasts. Unplugged.
Oh, you can't take it with you?
The charger? Yeah, I guess I could move it over there.
Let me see here. I guess I'll have to share this game with you on Huddle. Do you have an account online?
On Huddle? Can you tell I'm just like kicked back on the couch?
Man, state title game. Let's see. I hate how they won't let you film the game lower. All right, I sent it to your huddle.
Oh, see that really high view.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, what's up? Hey, bud. You going back to bed?